Yeah, what's good everyone? So this is a series where we go over the full move list of a character and we see what's punishable, duckable or steppable. Today we have Leroy, so let's get straight into it. So he has this is a natural 14 frame move that he has, he usually uses a punish. You can hit confirm it as well, like you don't have to do the full thing. If they do the full thing, it's launch punishable. But yeah, you can easily confirm this if they do it or not, and it'll go into heat. He has forward 4-4. This is a decent range, 16 frame. You can't do like interrupt it or all. It's natural, and you just duck the second hit and launch. He has 1+2. This is a safe mid -4. This is a decent tool, to be honest. I feel like the range it's a bit of a weird one. Sometimes I've had it hit me from back really far. I don't know if it opens up if you sidestep or press or something, like it hits a lot further. But generally it's just a good move. It tracks very well as well. But it can be stepped either way technically. But it does have a decent bit of tracking with it, especially if you've used it after a punish. This is -11. It's a punch parry, like that. Actually, it's a limb parry. I believe it parries legs as well. Yeah. So it's a limb parry. Does a parry knees or shoulders or like that. From Hermit, it's pretty similar to his 1+2 string that we started off with. Launch punishable, and then on hit. Basically the same move, it's just from stance. And then his heat smash +6 leaves him in Hermit, so he's got a mix up of a low or a mid there. There you go, look at his rage out. So this string's very easily hit confirmable. It's only natural on counter hit, or if that third hit hits you, then it's guaranteed. But like now I got counter hit, the whole string is guaranteed. But you can duck the third hit on launch. But if you don't and you forget and they finish it, it's launch punishable. If they just do that, I think it's still punishable. We just check. I don't know why they keep it punishable. It's a high, but it used to be punishable. Yeah, so this, if they don't finish it and you don't duck this, but it's still -13, which is strange. I don't think that should be punishable at all because it's a high. Standard 1-2, same as everybody else's, -3 in jails. 1-2-1. It just checks people a bit. It's a weird one. It's a high. I mean, it just checks people from pressing after 1-2, like a safe move to do, but it's a high. So he has 1-2-3, which is a high as well. And it's not even a counter hit launcher. Well, this is kind of bad. I don't think there's really. Is it screw? No, I think that move's terrible. I don't think there's a real reason for that. This is his 10 frame punish. It says -9. I think it's actually 12. Let me just check this. Because he can parry after it, but I think you can get 12 in. No, you can't, okay. So only 10. You can only 10 frame. Yeah, so this is -10 technically for us, for Claudio players. When it's -9, it leaves him in stance. He can parry after it. The best thing to do there is just to sidestep left, and if you parry, like, well, you should actually take the 10 frame punish, but if you want to have go on a hard read that they're going to parry after that, just sidestep left. Because he has a Hermit parry as well, which is linear. So if he chooses either one, you can react to it and launch. So 2-1 is a 12 frame. And there's 4 hits to this. If you press here, you get counter hit launched. And if you press on the third hit, you just get knocked down. So don't press after the third for counter hit launch. But to deal with it, you duck the third hit. And if you don't and you block it all, you just punish it. 12 frames. Oh, we missed 2-2. So 2-2 is his actual 12 frame that they all go to. It is a high. The second hit is a high. On hit, it's rather plus 7. But the second hit is a high. 3 threes are mid low. Usually a round ender. It's plus 2, so be very careful pressing off this because he has some quick counter hit launchers. And obviously that counter hit jab string that we saw. But if you block it, it's minus 14. You can do this. I tend to while standing 1, but this is possible. But I normally low parry it if I see it, but it's what it is. 4-4. Also be used as a 12 frame. It's natural. Plus 3. It's not that great. You'd rather use 2-2, but it's there. But it's punishable. Oh, we covered that. Oh, that's just going into stance. This is a 3-hit string. If you press there, it gets a guaranteed hermit follow-up. Like, it leaves him in stance at -9, which means you can 10 frame punish him. But again, if you want to have a read that they're going to parry, just sidewalk left. This is a natural on counter hit like this. They're high jail, so you can't duck it. But if they do the full string, it's launch punishable. Oh, we covered forward 4-4. Forward 1+2 is his power crush. Just a decent power crush, got good range on that. Minus 13, like most power crushes that are mids. So that's how we deal with that, we just punish it. So again, -9 leaves him in stance, which means you get 10 frames, like he can't parry. Again, if you want to have a hard read, just sidewalk left. Okay, so he has extension. You could duck the second hit. If they did the last hit, -10. Only the first 2 hits are natural. So that's how you deal with that. Punish the last hit or duck the second hit. Down forward 2, 1+2 to 15 frame launcher. And it's launch punishable on block. Okay, he's got a 3-hit string. Second it's a high. If they finish it though, -13. They normally just do the first 2 hits in neutral, just to check you. Because I believe the frames are quite good on the first 2 hits. Yeah, it's 0. So you could do that jab counter hit string if you're a bit slow on pressing after this. So you really want to duck the second hit after this. And they might just start throwing it out and then expect you to start pressing them for the last hit. This is safe, doesn't leave him in stance or anything like that. If he does the first hit, it leaves him in stance at -6. So technically you can parry after that. But you can't do all about this move. It's just one of those you have to just hold and block. And be careful what you press after because it could parry after it. This is a natural hit launcher, but it's a high. It's not that great. It's just it doesn't high crush. It doesn't high crush. I can't try to time it. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it high crushes really late. I don't know. But it's very slow. Well, it's 18-19 and it's a high. It's not the best, but it's a launcher, I guess. Again, this is his down jab, natural on counter hit, not natural on normal hit. -9 in stance, so technically -10 for us. We've got a double hit in low. Not natural, so if you get hit by the first hit, you can block the second. They're both -13, so you while standing once you punish. If you press, this is what happens. So you probably want to block and then low parry if you see that string coming. Down 3-2 is his main pressure. Go to low. It leaves him +8 and in stance for whatever he wants to go from stance. It's launch punishable. Be careful, like if you like duck and then stand up, do not press. He's -3, and he can parry anything that you do from -3. So if you accidentally do this, and then press. I'll just show you. This is what will happen if you accidentally do this. So, and then he's got a full-on mix-up against you. So make sure if you block both hits, you sidewalk left, or stay ducking and launch is basically what you do there. This is like a round ender that they use, down 4-4. It's not natural. They do it so if you block the low, you'll eat the mid if you punish, or if I don't think it's natural. Yeah, it's natural if you don't hold back. Just one of those, maybe you press after down 4. I don't know. It's just a round ender. I think it's just to catch people basically. If they're ducking, they'll eat the mid if they press straight away. Oh, we've covered that. So he has this string. Not natural, I don't think. Oh, it is natural. Yeah, natural. 16 frames. Minus 12, so 4-2-2 punish. And it's not a counter hit launcher. Can't step it. Here's a high version. It's got a bit of pushback, to be honest. Neutral, so it's anyone's go. But it's got a bit of pushback. But it is duckable. This one's not natural, though. Yeah. This one's minus 10, but this one's a counter hit launcher. So if you press there, I think it's natural on counter hit. Yeah, natural on counter hit. But you put that one's punishable. This law, I think it's safe technically. Is it down back 3? Let me just check. Don't know if that parry works. If that parry don't work, the other one might, but we'll check. Yeah. So this law's safe because they can parry after it. So you really want to low parry this law. Because he's minus 8 on block, he can actually parry after it. So you can like do this into sidewalk and bait the parry. But it's a safe law. You need to low parry. It's actually a good move for Leroy. I feel like he needs something like that, to be honest. I'm not even mad about that. This law is a counter hit knockdown for a guaranteed follow-up. It's launch punishable. And it's actually minus 4 on hit, so it's technically your go. I mean, they can parry after this. But you can press and beat whatever they're going to do if they do a move-wise. We've covered this. This is just his like Sabaki parry that he's got. Back one is a 13 frame counter hit like grab that he's got. It is a high if you have a read on it, so it's you can duck it. Okay, so he's got. This is a high that leaves him in stance at +8. Quite slow, 22 frames. Probably not reactable. And yeah, it's basically homing. Doesn't say homing, but yeah, it tracks both ways. So this will just be for a stance mix-up that they'll do. We'll get onto this stance stuff. This is a homing. A homing safe mid, minus 9. So there's nothing you can do about that. You just have to hold that. But it's your go after it. This is the 12 frame counter hit that they'll do after like that 3-3 string. It is punishable at minus 10. It doesn't really have any range on it, look. But it's a counter hit launcher, so be careful with that one. This is like a, yeah. Normally a combo ender, but if they use it in the neutral, it's minus 14. I believe this is a parry. Yeah, this is a punch parry. It's minus 10. So they might do this after some sort of setup, some sort of safe move, or if they've got a read on you doing a punch. Like if you're doing down 1-2 with Claudio or something, they could use that technically. Yeah, this is a parry as well. Up forward 1. They normally use this parry after the down back 4 low. That's minus 4 on hit. Because if they do that, you can do it from crouch. Minus 9 is safe. It's a high though, so you have a read, you can duck it. Up forward 2 is +1. Rather slow. It's quite weak to both sides. I'd mainly go left against Leroy anyway. But it's +1. Mainly use at the wall. This is mainly used at the wall as well to get a wall splat. Again, very linear both ways, but I'd go left. He's got an orbital, -8, so you can technically parry after this with, like, I don't think you can parry 10 frames. Oh, I didn't do it there. So, no. Yeah, so you can parry mid checks 13 frames after that, but it's -8, so it's just, you gotta choose carefully what you do against Leroy. You don't want to get parried. So there's 2 hits this string. It's a 14 frame punish. It's natural. You can just option select it. I don't know how much though. Okay, 10 frame. You can 10 frame option select it, but if you block both hits, it's -13. But both hits are punishable, so you can just 10 frame interrupt if you just want to get some damage in there. Delayed hop kick, like others, 13. You don't really see them too much in this game. Mid launcher, usually used from like a distance to cover. It's like a whiff punishing tool, but launch punishable. Forward 3. I think this changes frames depending on where it hits. Yeah, 0 there. This depends on how far it hits you, but it's I don't know if it can be plus anymore. Yeah, +2. So I say it can be anything from like -2 to +2. So be careful what you do after it. It depends on how far away it hits you from. But it is a high. If you have a read on it, you can duck and launch. This is a whiff punisher as well. If you press in between, you get counter hit launched. The string's actually -14. But be careful pressing in between it. Quarter circle forward 2. This is a launcher, but it's mainly used as a combo filler, like you just use it in combos. It is a high. But it's -6, it's safe. Oh, this is an unblockable. Running 3, I think this is like 6, yeah, +6. Knocks down on hit. Linear. Mainly go left. I think it can actually clip you on the right sometimes. Here's a 10-hit combo. You can launch there. Not there. You can launch there, but the credits are low. I don't know how long you have to leave that. Okay, and you can duck there, but you just low parry the 3rd hit. It can be used as a round ender, to be honest. Like, if that low hits you there, it does a little bit of chip, so it can be used as a round ender. Oh, these are his taunt stuff, don't need that. While standing 1-4, 13 frame punish, leaves him +3 in stance. -9 in stance, so technically -10. While standing 2, this is his launcher. -14, so 3-2 punish this if you see it. It's quite a quick like animation. So normally I'll forward 2 to it, but it is -14, so you can 3-2 it. While standing 4 should be +5, I think. Yeah, +5, -6, like most. He's got a full crouch. This is natural on counter hit. It's not on normal hit. You can hold back, and it's -13. He has a side step 4. It's decent. It's +4. I think it's -12 or 13. Yeah, 12. And on counter hit, he gets a guaranteed 2-2. Gets a guaranteed 12 frame there. And then his hermit stance. He has Hermit 1, which is this is a parry. This is used as a parry, and it parries all limbs, I think. Yeah. It's very linear to the left, that's what I mean if you have a read to it, and they do any other parries. It's linear both ways, but I'd go left. He has 2-3. This is used as a screw. Like that. The second it's a high. If they decide to finish it. He has 3-4. This is natural low mid. So if you try punish, you get hit by the mid. You need to stand up, and it's launch punishable. Again, all linear. All his hermit stuff is linear to the left, apart from like a homing one. I think it's got. I think back 4 tracks left, so we'll see about that. He's got 4-1+2. This is his quickest option. 11 frames from stance, natural. This is stop people checking him like when he's +3 in stance, so this will beat you out. Sometimes they just do the first hit, which is safe. But if they do both hits, -14. We saw that, -17 from stance. That's forward 1. This is neutral. I don't know if it counts at launch anymore. I don't think it does. It doesn't count at launch anymore. It is a high. It's 14 frames and it's neutral, so they'll probably set up a parry or a jab string or something after this. And it tracks to the left. Yeah, this one tracks quite well. He's got an orbital, which is 0. Very linear from stance, but it's 0 again. Be careful pressing after that, what you do. He's got back home, which is a mid, linear to the left, but +4, so it's Leroy's score. You can mid check you or anything. He's got the hell sweep, which is a stagger low block, so you can launch it. But it's a hell sweep. Back 4 is his main go to low. It's -13. It is homing. You can't step it. You want to low parry it, but if you block it, it's -13, and on hit it's +4. It's just a move. And then once per match, you can use a cane. You can choose between a mid launcher, it'll launch. -7 on block, so you can parry and stuff like this. Be careful. Or he has a low launcher, which is -14. Obviously it's a stick, so can't be low parried. If you attempt to low parry, you just get launched. But -14, and that's pretty much it. Oh, he's got the back 2 parry. This is just a parry where you can time. I'll just show you what that looks like. So the animation looks like this. And then that's what he gets. It is +6. So it's Leroy's goal. So that's it for Leroy. I don't think there's anything else. Just grabs. Yeah. Overall, Leroy sucks. I used to play this character a lot in Tekken 7. In Tekken 8, I don't think he's that strong at all. I think he's definitely bottom 5. Definitely needs a lot of work to improve. This character is quite easy to fight, to be honest. I haven't had any problems against Leroy or like that. Yeah, he's pretty poor and pretty easy to fight. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching and take care.